I was literally just in Cape Town a few days ago. Before that, I was in the Dubai penthouse, and now we're in Norway. So I actually had to flee the country of Cape Town, went to Amsterdam, almost went on dinner with Hamza. Now we are here in Norway, broke into Standard Stage's cabin to show you guys how to get rich in SMMA. So I'll tell you guys a quick story, but if you guys don't know me, I actually just started my agency journey just over a year ago, and I was starting from zero, absolute beginner, had no idea what I was doing, super lost my life. Anyways, I dropped out of university, went all in on SMMA, and I essentially got rich. I don't really consider myself successful, even though I'm making about 100K a month profit after tax at only 21, but I do, I live in Dubai, I don't pay any tax, 100K a month, soon to be a millionaire. I'm actually trying to hit before I turn 22, but I think I'm on the way. Anyways, and I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of agency owners at this point, and I've realized the main points of why they're never ever going to make 10K a month.
When I start making 10K months, then I'm just gonna
or even make it, or whatever you guys want to talk about. But before I do that, I'm actually going to tell you guys a very quick story. So this actually happened on Christmas Day. I've actually never told anyone the story before, but this happened on Christmas Day. And I was talking to one of my family friends, right? And he was working a 9-to-5 government job, and we were talking. I was asking him about his job. He's actually at Dubai, all that stuff. How it is. He said, "Oh, Eric, you're doing a lot of traveling. Like, how's it going?" I was like, "Yeah, it's really good." Blah blah blah. I asked him if he's going to travel, and he said, "No, man. I'm just gonna wait until I'm retired. I'm just gonna keep on working. I've only got like 30 more years left, and I'll just travel when I'm 60, 65 years old." And at that moment, I honestly kind of wanted to just slap him in his face. Now, that might seem a bit extra, to be honest, but I was like, this guy just failed his entire bloodline, because he is just gonna work a 9-to-5 for the rest of his life and just be essentially a robot, wake up the exact same time, Monday to Friday, go to work the exact same time and do work all day, not have any freedom and not do shit like this, like book random flights to Norway cabin the day before. Anyways, I just felt like, wow. And that's essentially what's gonna happen to you guys if you don't make this work, right? So I've realized actually why some people just make it in SMA and why some others just stay in the under 10K months for years and years and years. Now, this video is going to be somewhat similar to the previous video. It's not actually going to be that similar, but the main thing I'm going to talk about is exposure to information. So when you're first starting out, you're going to probably join a course. A lot of you guys have probably joined Ayman Ghazi's course. I actually bought it for $50 from someone who DM'd me on Instagram. The information that you receive from these courses gets oversaturated, right? Because essentially, if everyone's selling the exact same product, they're using the exact same scripts, the same sales scripts, same cold calling scripts, same service delivery, all that stuff, it's going to be very hard to actually sell the service, because if everyone is selling the exact same thing, right, it's gonna be hard to actually choose from, let's say, 10 agencies are reaching out to the exact same prospect. The prospect is probably not gonna choose or have a good time of actually choosing the right person, right? And I'll actually tell you guys a very quick story. So what happened is my mentee, he actually joined me about 2 weeks ago, and actually 2 other mentees also they're doing about 30K a month right now. They want to go traveling, right? So it's okay, let's go, boys. So they booked Airbnb of a 5-bedroom Airbnb, and I actually connected 2 of the people in my network to them, and they started traveling together. They started living 4 people in this massive 5-bedroom villa. What happened is my mentee who just started, I say, okay, what's gonna happen is you're gonna live with these guys for a few weeks, and your life's just gonna absolutely change forever. And obviously this guy was to his last few $1,000s, and I said, nope, there's no other better opportunity. Also, I'm actually gonna put some fire in the fireplace. I'll be right back. But there's no better, essentially, vehicle of putting your money anywhere else, right? Because the $2,000 that he spent on the trip and the flights and the Airbnb has made him probably over tens of thousands of dollars at this point. Right, because once you're able to just spend this money on trips and traveling and just learning new information, you're essentially going to get exposed to all this insane information that all my mentees know and all people that you're going to be traveling with know, right? So what happened is he obviously went to Morocco, and he started signing a lot of clients and just learned absolutely everything, right? And obviously the stuff that he learned was stuff that I taught, but it's also stuff that my mentees learned along the way of their own journeys, right? So he actually has already signed a bunch of clients, and he's learning so much. And this essentially changes completely outlook on life and his whole entire life trajectory, right? Because once you live with these guys who are doing 30, 40, 50K a month, and even me, when I started getting exposed to people in Dubai, like Charlie Morgan, William Brown, Mike Thurston, Andrew Kirby, all these guys who are doing 500K, $1 million months, I'm able to just scale extremely fast because I just learn all their actions, their habits, their skills, their thought patterns, absolutely everything. And I actually literally just connected with Ty Lopez himself last night, got on a call with him.
Yo, what's up?
Hey Ty, how's it going, man?
How are you? Very good. Yeah. How are you?
With him, and it was pretty insane the stuff he was telling me, right? The stuff that he told me will literally make me millions of dollars in the next few years, right? Because this guy is doing $950 million a year, which he's making pretty much $1 billion a year, right? Across all of his businesses, which is absolutely insane. So what I'm actually gonna do is actually fly down to LA in a few days to actually connect with him. And he actually said he's gonna connect you with a few other guys who are doing tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of dollars a year, which is absolutely insane. So I'm gonna go down there, fly down to LA, and then actually go to Tulum after, and then also to Dubai to unfreeze all the offshore bank accounts. Nothing actually happened. I'm totally fine, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyways, back to the video. So I want you guys to literally just stop what you're doing right now and start DMing people on Instagram that you're gonna organize, let's say, even like a 10-person entrepreneur dinner in your town, right? So I want you guys to literally just find other entrepreneurs on a similar path to you, even start living with them, or even in your town if you don't want to travel, if you don't have enough money to travel, or just literally start DMing people on Instagram and say, hey, I'm organizing a 10-person entrepreneur dinner in London. If you want to join, it's this Friday at 7 p.m. Let me know if you're in. Super, super simple text. And that's actually exactly what I did, right? That's exactly what I do in Dubai. And then I learned from so many other people, and I've also got invited to these dinners. For example, with Andrew Kirby, I've already made over $100,000 from one thing that he told me in a dinner in Dubai. Right? The conversations at these tables are absolutely next level, and you're never, ever going to find that in any sort of course or any sort of online program besides a coach or a mentor, right? Like people spend so much time, reading books and doing all this stuff, but that's absolutely useless besides reality transurfing compared to the information that you could learn at these dinners or when you start traveling with these other entrepreneurs, stuff like that. So another example is actually my other mentee. He was actually in Bali, and what happened, well, he was trying to go to Bali and he didn't really know anyone to go with. So what happened is someone DM'd me in my network. I actually connected them two together, but the guy actually DM'd me first and he says, hey, Eric, should I go traveling and make about 5-6K a month right now in the gym niche? I've been in a course for an entire 12 months. Do I start traveling now, or do I just keep on putting my head down? And that's also the main reason that I have a big problem with the gurus, is because they will tell you certain things that will influence your paradigm so much. Because for example, right, with one option is, let's say one person has a paradigm of traveling's bad and they listen to all these gurus like Charlie Morgan, Joel Kaplan, Sam Evans. Obviously, I love all these guys and Charlie's done a lot for me. I've also done a lot for him. I've obviously made him hundreds of thousands of dollars and he's obviously done similar stuff to me. So, but the main issue is just like the paradigm thing, right? Because once these guys are telling you, oh no, put your head down for 3 years straight, don't travel, don't see anyone, don't network, like it influences your reality so much. Because for example, my mentee actually hit a massive resistance to actually booking that plane ticket. I literally forced him to on the Zoom call. I said, okay, we're going on a Zoom call right now. I'm gonna make you fucking book the flights because you need to do this. Now, he literally had the paradigm of, he had so much resistance to doing it because he listened to these gurus. Now, for example, let's say he didn't go on that trip, right? He would have been way behind, and he would have been hitting 10K months probably as twice as slow. Obviously, when I'm mentoring him, it's gonna be super fast, but like the fact that he went out there to Morocco just sped up the process so much faster. Anyways, back to my second point is with the other mentee. So I told the guy who came into my network to start traveling, and then it's this guy's Chris Langton, you guys might know him, and my mentee was Joseph Fior. So they actually split a villa in Bali together, and Chris was in the gym niche for an entire 12 months. And he switched into real estate because he saw my mentee was doing super well. Joe's doing about 45K a month right now, by the way. And anyways, he literally cash collected 15K in the first 2 weeks of doing this because he started a brand new agency and he just learned all the things in person that he was taught from a mentee, right? Obviously the mentee learned all the stuff that I taught him, and then he learned that from him. So let's say that he stayed in his hometown, the Chris guy, and he didn't travel, right? Now he's gonna be still at 6K a month, probably maybe even 6.5K, 7K maybe, but that's essentially it. Now he's literally just traveling the world, making, I think like 30, 40K a month. I don't know how much exactly, but he's essentially traveling the world and doing whatever the fuck he wants. Now, this is how important paradigms are and actually how they influence your reality, because if he stuck with the old paradigm and if he never messaged me about going on traveling, he would have nenever been making 30, 40, 50K a month, right? I don't know exactly how much he's making, but like living this, all this, experiences, even like that is so valuable on your journey. Now those guys are literally staying at the exact same Airbnb that I stayed at exactly a year ago, right now to this exact day, which is pretty cool, in Greece, where I filmed the Charlie Morgan interview when I went from 0 to 30K a month in 5 months. Now, if you guys are feeling comfortable or anything like that, I want you guys to literally just go all in and drop on university, like throw away your safety belt, or any sort of safety net that you guys have. Spend it on traveling, expose yourself to this new information, these new people, stuff like that, because your life will change once you do this. And for example, let's say I listen to all the gurus, I listen to Charlie. on this one point, and I stayed in my room for entire 12 months. I would nowhere be near where I am now, right? The only reason I've scaled so fast is because I've been exposed to all this certain information online, and even more importantly in person, from people that I've networked with and I've been traveling with, right? Now, I literally have a massive international network of guys that I could just hit up anytime and we could just go on trips together, right? For example, I was in Cape Town for about a month. Before that, I was in Dubai with my other friends. And now we're in Cape Town. I was just there, and I met literally like 40 to 50 entrepreneurs. And we just went traveling, and we went on a bunch of really cool experiences. Road biking, hiking, we went on pirate ships. We threw a massive 300 person party. It was absolutely insane, the stuff that you could do once you have this sort of network. And I feel like that's actually true living, because if you guys are just gonna make all this money, let's say I'm even making $1 million a month, right? If I just can't travel, if I can't live these experiences, and I can't truly live life, I would much rather be making 100K a month and having the absolute dream life, right? Because money after a certain point doesn't necessarily make you happy. That's something I've realized. For example, I made like 50K in a week a few weeks ago, profit after tax, and I didn't feel anything, right? But what makes me feel happy is actually connecting with these other people, self-growth, self-development, and truly living life and having all these really cool experiences, stuff like that with other people. So that's essentially the whole video. If you guys do want to join my mentorship, like 6 or 7 mentees right now who are just traveling full time, making anywhere from 20, 30, 40, 50K a month, and living their dream life, living in these massive Airbnbs, these massive villas, and they all started at $0 a month a few months ago, right? So if you guys do want to join that, I'm absolutely crazy results right now. So hit me up, DM me on Instagram at Eric, and I will essentially change your life forever. Or you could just stay in your 9 to 5, stay at under 10K a month, and keep on scaling. That's totally fine as well. But that sounded super guru. But anyways, guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Off to doing some, I think, hiking or just snowshoeing in the snow. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be a fun time. Anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Bunch more content coming soon, and I love you guys. Take care.